Esther? Yep, that's me. Hi. Hi, I'm Esther. I live in a tiny house with Phoebe, my pet bunny. Yeah. So I guess I'm a bit bored, like really bored. I'm just been watching many videos, like YouTube videos of people making clothes, and at first I was like, oh, I can make that, and I can make that. But then I thought, why not just do the same as they do? You know, film myself making clothes for myself and experiment and making new things and get over my fear of, you know, failing. But, you know, I built this house, like, yeah, with my dad, but I built it nonetheless. Every aspect of my life, I'm anxious and worried, and I like to avoid things. But, you know, due to that, I'm not even really allowed to leave the house. Well, I'm bored and I love clothes. It's my go-to for comfort in anything, whether it's making, well, usually dreaming about making things and not actually making things, but, you know, just I like to try out new things, and I like to thrift shop, and I just like clothes, like, a lot. And I thought, why not use this time that I have and in which I can do much to try and get better at sewing and making clothes and creating. The thing is, I wasn't meant to do this a lot sooner, but you know, sometimes things don't work out and you need to adapt your plans. But that's okay. We're here now. My sewing machine was 244 kilometers away at my parents' house. But the great parents that I do have, you know, with my dad helping me build my house and my mom just sending me a package with my sewing machine and so many fabrics and zippers and buttons and I don't know, all sort of things that you need for sewing. And that arrived. So for this video, I'm not going to make any kind of big projects of making something from scratch, but I'm gonna alter some clothes that have been left in my closet for a little too long. Like the first thing that I want to try and make fit is this jumpsuit. It's from ASOS, like a real while ago. I ordered it in a tall, and although I'm not short by any means, but I'm not a tall person, so it was very big, and I meant to alter it for years because I bought this, I think 6 years or more, and nothing has been done, and it's in perfect quality, and I still like it. So I'm gonna try and make this fit. You know, the top half is quite okay, but the bottom half is not quite fine. And another thing that I'm gonna try and fix is this very, very lovely sweater that I bought in the most amazing thrift shop in Edinburgh. I believe it's called Armstrong. It's like a museum of clothes, like on the ceiling there's like so many beautiful old dresses and it's just like it's history all around you, and it's like a real treasure hunt, and I'm glad I bought this, but I didn't try it on, and it turned out it had a couple of holes, like on the elbow. My mom and I have made a start to try and fix it. However, at first we wanted to embroider with real wool, and that's not a good idea because the knit is quite fine and it would ruin it, so and I've been afraid to fix it, and it's been, well, the trip was in December 2018 and it's been sitting there and I couldn't wear it. On the elbows I'm gonna embroider 2 leaves, 1 leaf on each arm, and yeah, so I can finally wear it because it is like the most stunning sweater, beautiful color. And last thing is something I bought a few weeks ago from a thrift shop, but online via Instagram. This is jumpsuit and it's lovely, but it needs tightening a bit at my waist because it's too big, but it's great. So that is going to be the plan for today. Also, you can just enjoy me struggling making clothes. I promise you, there will be lots of clothes being made, not just altering. I have some very, very exciting projects that I definitely want to make. But yeah, that's the plan for this video. Just altering, and then we will see. So it's a bit too big for me. As you can see, there's way more space than a person needs in their pants. Another thing is that the crotch is now down here. It's the main problem. And my crotch is not down there. It's more like, I don't know, like that. But then it's too high. So how I'm gonna do that, I think, is first to separate the bodice of the trousers. And then open up the seams. Hopefully I can manage to keep the pockets, but also I'm not a very confident or well experienced seamstress, but the least thing I can do is attempt it, right? Next project, I think a lot easier. So yeah, just take bits up top here and then I guess we're fine. And also I'm wearing beautiful socks right now. So I finally opened up the seams on the sides. Oh my god, how it was a struggle. I stabbed my fingers multiple times. I'm gone a little bit crazy, and also there's so much more parts than I thought. Thinking you have the pants with the side seams, and you have like this band that needs to be put back on the pants. Obviously you have the pockets and these little things, these buckles jingies, and basically I thought this was going to be the easy way out, but I came to the consideration that it would have been easier to just make something new to start with. I really hope I can manage to put it all back together, but I have doubts. I'm using the band that needs to go back in the inside to figure out where my pants is going to start and where to put my my pocket, and to figure out where everything needs to be placed, and later on the buckle. But the funny thing is, when I was trying it to get it off of me after pinning it so that it would fit, I needed to get out all the pins on one side because I couldn't get it out because the zipper was too high. So I needed to kind of guess where to pin. Like I ended up with 2 centimeters from where the original line was, but in the end it kind of fits. You will see that in the end, but first put the pocket a little bit too low. I cut back the band that needs to go in inside to place it correctly, and to also figure out where to put the buckle exactly. The lower part of the band where it was sewn was in the middle of the buckle, so that's a good way to figure out where exactly I needed to place that. And yeah, that's kind of it. I also needed to do the darts, and for that I just measured how the original length of the dart was, used that measurement to figure out how long it needed to be from the new point. And then I just pinned it exactly the same width as it was first at the top layer, and slowly to get it tapered in bit by bit. Originally, I was going to sew all the darts and the side seams first and then put the zipper in, but then it turned out my sewing machine only made it knots and did not actually sew. So then I decided to get out the zipper and place it lower, and yeah, that's what I did. I proudly pinned down the pocket. I didn't realize that here, but it was completely and utterly wrong. It made the pocket very bulky and weird looking and all, but yeah. I fixed it, sort of. I don't know what I did. I absolutely have no idea what I did. And as you can see here, I did not only pin it wrongly in place, I also sew all the way where I wasn't supposed to sew. So it got stuck. What I did here was to pin first all the way around so that it was a zipper, and then I found this little triangle that matched up with the middle of the pants, and that way I could perfectly pin it rightly in place. And yeah, just basically go all around and then use the band and then finally pin that in place, so that eventually I could sew. So after fully going around everywhere and making sure everything was fit, I was going to sew. And the funny thing is, originally there was a lot of footage of me sticking out my thong and just wiggling it. I don't know, it was gross, it was weird, so instead you have here me multiple times have just a mental breakdown of this freaking piece of fabric that didn't really did what I wanted to do. What you want to do when making the leaf is get your needle and from the inside out get it right at the tip of your leaf. if you're like me, just draw the leaf on it first. So yeah, if you like a little bit of a guideline, you won't see it in the end result. Yeah, get that in all the way. And then from a little bit lower, but still in the middle of the leaf, you pin it, and then on just slightly next to the right or the left, no matter where you start, that's kind of what you do. And then pull that through, so you have like a little stripe that goes down. And just repeat that on the other side. Slightly move the point of your needle a bit to the side every time you do this, so eventually you get like a leafy pattern. And yeah, you just do that until you reach the end of the leaf, and just secure it with a knot on the inside, of course, and you're done. Well, yeah. From the far, I think this is quite alright. It looks fine, but when you move closer, you see that the pockets that I just made smaller, so that it would fit nicer, and the back is kind of, yeah, it's just not very neat. So I guess this will just be my roller skating outfit for when I'm really fast, so nobody can see my little mistakes. I guess it's going to be just like good practice of talking to actual human beings and not just myself, which I do a lot. It's kind of, yeah, I can pretend now that you are the one of the imaginary people I like to talk to, and then hopefully soon I will be very good at talking to actual people and not just to my camera or to myself.